Je donne maintenant la parole.
I now give the floor to the representative of India.
Mr. President, this morning my delegation came to this August Assembly to listen attentively to the new Foreign Minister of Pakistan outline the vision of a new Pakistan. What we heard is a new Pakistan cast in the mold of old. Mr. President, I am therefore constrained to take the floor to exercise India's right of reply, to reject the baseless allegations made by the Foreign Minister of Pakistan. Amongst the most outrageous were the preposterous allegation relating to the horrifying terror attack on Peshawar school 4 years ago. Let me recollect, for the new government of Pakistan, the outpouring of sorrow and pain in India that followed the massacre of innocent children in 2014. Both houses of India's parliament had expressed solidarity while paying respect to the memory of those killed. Schools all over India had observed 2 minutes of silence in their memory. The despicable insinuation made by the Foreign Minister of Pakistan dishonors the memory of the innocent lives lost to terrorists that day. It is a desperate attempt to look away from the monster of terror that Pakistan has itself created in its quest to destabilize its neighbors and covet their territory. Let me make it clear to the new government of Pakistan that the entire state of Jammu and Kashmir is and will remain an integral part of India. Mr. President, we have also heard Pakistan claim that it has turned the tide on terrorism. Let us fact-check this. Can Pakistan deny the fact that it is the host and patron of 132 of the UN-designated terrorists and 22 terrorist entities sanctioned under the 1267 and 1988 UN Security Council sanctions regime as of today? Will Pakistan deny that UN-designated terrorist Hafiz Saeed enjoys a free run inside Pakistan, spews venom, and sets up candidates for electoral offices? Mr. President, we have also noticed an effort of the new Pakistan to champion human rights. This is vintage verbal duplicity. It is evident from the recent example of Princeton economist Professor Atif Mia's appointment and removal from Economic Advisory Council of Pakistan on grounds that he belongs to a minority. Before preaching to the world, championing of human rights should begin at home. We have also heard today support by Pakistan for a report no member state had asked for, none supported, and on which no action was taken. Mr. President, the new Foreign Minister of Pakistan chose to term the gruesome killing of our security personnel by Pakistani-sponsored terrorists as flimsy grounds. While it may not be the case for Pakistan, for India, every loss of life counts. Hence, our belief that talks and terror cannot go together. Mr. President, to conclude, what we have heard are fake allegations and fake facts, which can only make for a fake vision. For a new vision to materialize, Pakistan must demonstrate that it has moved beyond a narrative of deception, deceit, and distortion. I thank you, Mr. President.
When a country assigns a new ambassador to the Netherlands, they visit the king and his palace to present their credentials. The new ambassador will be picked up at the embassy with a royal carriage from the palace. A chamberlain accompanies him.
Today, the ambassador of India, the new ambassador of India, presented his credentials to His Majesty the King. I went this morning to the embassy to fetch the ambassador, and we drove by carriage to the palace where the ambassador presented his credentials.
I have been a diplomat for 31 years and I have served in Hong Kong, twice in Beijing, in the Indian mission to the United Nations in Geneva, in the Indian Embassy in Washington, D.C., and as Consul General of India in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I have also worked in New Delhi in the Ministry of External Affairs, including as Chef de Cabinet to our Foreign Minister. I have worked in our Ministry of Finance, and for the last 5 years, I was Press Secretary to the President of India.
Diplomat TV was wondering what it's like for a Chamberlain to join an ambassador during his visit to the King.
It's a very nice occupation, which takes a couple of weeks every year from my time. It's an honorary function, and I like very much this kind of task which I have, accompanying ambassadors to visit the King.
Hey, good. Good. Up. Presenteren. Hey.
It was wonderful. The King was warm, friendly, chatty. We spoke about a number of issues. He knows India very well. He has traveled many times. From the time he was a little boy, his father used to take him along with him when he traveled in India. And his father was a person, according to his biographers, who not only was fascinated with the past of India, but firmly believed in the future of India. So we discussed a number of topics, which is where India and Netherlands can work together, including sports, including water, financial inclusion, agricultural exports, sports infrastructure. So it was a very warm, friendly conversation. I am very happy to be now formally the Ambassador of India to the Netherlands. My hope and my effort would be to take this relationship to a new height which has never been reached before.
Go on.
I think there is huge potential in a number of sectors. Netherlands has considerable strength and world-class expertise as well as companies working in the field of water, in the field of agricultural exports, in the field of logistics, in all aspects of science and technology, especially innovation. Netherlands has some of the best universities in the world. So these are all areas where India can cooperate with the Netherlands and India can benefit from the Netherlands. But equally, India has software, IT superpower. We have companies who have established their base in Netherlands and are catering to the market in Netherlands as well as neighboring countries. There are many countries which are using Netherlands as a base to supply to the whole of Europe.
We asked the new ambassador what will be his first activity as ambassador.
We are going to mark the International Yoga Day. Yoga is this ancient science which was developed thousands of years back by the Indian saints, by people in India who devised a system whereby they could, through different poses and different breathing techniques, you can rejuvenate yourself, you can sort of cure diseases in your body, and you can ensure that you are in good health as well as have a long life.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय योग दिवस पर
विश्व भर के योग प्रेमियों को अनेक अनेक शुभकामनाएं। इस शताब्दी में हम अनुभव कर रहे हैं, योग ने पूरे विश्व को जोड़ दिया है। जैसे योग शरीर, मन, बुद्धि, आत्मा को जोड़ता है,
as per the resolution of the United Nations and by the initiative of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, this resolution was adopted in the UN on 27th of September, where he also said that yoga is an invaluable gift of the Indian tradition. Based on that, we decided to hold this event in each and every part of the world, and you would not believe that it was passed by 177 countries of the UN. So this makes it a big thing.
Good morning, friends, ladies and gentlemen, lovers of yoga. Yoga today has become the world's largest knowledge-based people's movement. Over the last 2 years, millions of people have gathered in different countries of the world, in different corners of the world, to come together like all of you have come here today, to mark, to celebrate, to publicize, and to propagate yoga. Why are we propagating yoga, and what is yoga? Yoga is a way of life, a user manual for discovering the potential of every human being. Yoga has nothing to do with religion, but everything to do with spirituality. Because the ancients of India have taught us that by disciplining and training our body and cultivating our mind, we can unite with the ultimate consciousness by whatever name you may choose to call it. Let the entire world, let entire humanity live in happiness, enjoy prosperity, live peacefully. Thank you very much.
Dissolve your thoughts and try to attain a single and pure thought.
Laat alle gedachten komen en gaan als wolkjes aan de hemel.
Inhalation is a passive process. Do not concentrate on inhalation. Please rub your palms against each other and feel the heat. Thank you very much.
It has been fantastic to host for the third time this International Day of Yoga in the atrium of our City Hall. More than 700-800 people attended this event, so it is wonderful because, you know, it is embraced by the community here in the Netherlands, in The Hague today. The important thing is you can do yoga on your own, and it's good, but if you do it with 700 and 800 people, it's wonderful. I mean, it's coming together, it gives you energy.
felt very nice doing yoga, sitting in the ground and watching the sky through this skylights and beautiful roof. The Vice Mayor called it the living room of the city, and we are delighted to be here, and we are grateful to the city government for their partnership in this event.